Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Or good night for inside ground zero because now soon around 11 o'clock for ground zero. And when they watch me for Ambazonian Communication Network or for my YouTube channel for Capo Daniel YouTube, I want to welcome all now and for salute all now and for thank una for open una phone them. Make a talk for una through una telephone or through una TV them for ground zero and across Africa. My name na Capo Daniel. Una know me very well. Na me be una own countryman. Una Ambazonian FBI. Una Lukon. Una own village champion. Today I don't come for una for can give una very good defense update as it that happened for inside Atlantic State. For inside Atlantic State, our forces them, Ambazonia Defense Forces them, they don't carry out a series of attacks to target Cameroon, their military checkpoint them for inside Savannah State, for Mezam State, for inside Bamenda, and as well as today we get a very big fat victory for inside the Mamfe as a Sokadef led by General Transporter. It then carry out a huge military attack for inside Mbaduma. Would Ados come up for talk for ye? If they find no get any wounded, he assess say about 7 of La Republic, their troops and 4 for inside that motor. If we confirm for una say we don't hear for people them where they see how they don't carry their body, say they don't bring their body them. 4 of them for inside the Mamfe, 2 of them they don't carry them go and straight for Douala. So be sure say La Republic it don't lost that amount where then talk 7 people them. Now the amount we lost for inside that attack way General Transporter for Sokadef he carry am for inside Mamfe for around mile 19. I go bring one of the video footages away that circulate for social media. But first I go on for start for the great state for Bui. When I hear say Cameroon military then are terrorism. So today they don't demonstrate and say their job for inside our country that for kill our citizens them. And I will tell our people and say Cameroon military now an imminent danger for all Ambazonian lives. We need to take all measures for protect ourselves against them and for try way for eliminate the threat we impose on for our land, for boot them out onto the last one standing. They be up to 1 month ago since La Republique de Lanka opposed on small checkpoint for around Jakiri, Kumbu, around the way we go for inside you enter for inside Bui, and they ran start that operation by killing 2 driver them. I mean prominent driver the way all man way they work for inside Bamenda, where they work for inside where they go for Bui. The driver them very well. And the driver they did that run for that road for a long time. All of a sudden, this Cameroon, the terrorist military checkpoint, they don't stop the driver them. They start begin argue with them. Whether they be arguing about money on Aweti, the Cameroon military inside our territory, the occupation forces, the open fire, execute these two driver them. Plenty driver they don't call we for talk about those issues. We never get the pictures and the details about the driver them we could get them for as soon as it be available. But now the modus operandi is that for La Republique to Cameroon. Still that same particular checkpoint for inside Bui. On Sunday, this Pab Junior, where they for inside Jakiri, then come up for go bury their family member. As they know if he sleep for day, then come up for night, they come back. Pab Junior, when a man where ever travel come up for village. He no even know English very well. I wanna know how we hold our sort tradition with our country talk. It is sweet for our mob. They don't can stop you for inside La Republique, their checkpoint. This same new checkpoint, they ask and say, who say you come out? They talk for you for French. You know the year it where they talk about French. He talk for inside country talk. Because he not respond for the Cameroon military people them. They open fire then kill you. Now 2 small people they navigate them. Person who married, you never even stay up to 5 years. Today the rank can kill you for your own village. Simply because he never talk French. He don't leave behind a widow and a 2 picking them. How many of our people then with this Cameroon terrorism they will kill them in this manner? How many of our people then they will be silent when they assassinate our people on a day-to-day basis in the past 6 years? We have lost over 30,000 Ambazonian civilians in this very way by Cameroon terrorism. They fight now against our civilians and fight against the aspiration of our people. Then. We need to put hands and I want to thank those who attend our fundraiser this Saturday. We need to make sure so we do the right thing because this Cameroon killing them, it no go ever stop. They kill we because of who we will be. They kill we because they want to take our resources and they want to wipe away our history. Something that is impossible, something that we cannot accept. Also for inside Bamenda, we tell now for the wonderful attack where the Ambazonia Defense Forces they be carry out in a series of target attack for target Cameroon, their checkpoint them for inside Ambazonia. The occupation forces them as soon as be here last time where they be attacked them for around New Church. They attack them for New Church today, then key 2 gendarmes there for day. They run, abandon that place. I think I want to forget the picture for New Church area. The La Republic military them, they no be get any option. They don't run, abandon the New Church area. So it don't be yesterday, they don't come back for that New Church area. Then just come, because no be their country, no be place where they grow, they don't care about any civilian where they live for day. Then just open rapid fire. Now people the houses so for inside New Church, around New Church Day. Cameroon terrorist military then come inside 2 moto. He locks the motor with the rank converter. Enter for inside quarter for New Church. Joe come for junction. Open fire. Shoot round. Now people the houses all man fall for ground, sleep for ground. As our people they don't become now an animal, them way they live now life on a day-to-day threat from Cameroon military. Now the house and that way they shoot and a bullet holes and that for people the house where they carry the shooter. Just shoot and so go them. This bullet for kill a mommy, if for kill a papa, if for kill an old man, if for kill a sick person. If you kill the only breadwinner, if you keep picking, if you keep pregnant woman. But they don't care. This is occupation, this is slavery, and this is what we must fight against with all way to get them. We even sister for La Republic, one of our IDP, where they run war because they don't burn their house. Picking where mommy, if papa be done die. You know, we fit stay for inside Bui because they run Cameroon military, I said they work and rape picking them. You two that run come meet your uncle for inside Yaoundé. Una know the very well the story. 15 years old, Chantal Berengui, he come for inside Yaoundé. Now, top La Republique, their official for Ministry of Contracts. Big man for La Republique, when a chief for Tale, for inside Manu. Now chief this way, all man no place where he come out. He country people they know it very well. Now the one in this way they put them for Cameroon, they can't rule people them. Say they don't select them, them be senators them. Them be mayors them. Now the chief then this way they don't abandon their people them. Run come for Yaoundé for come begin the chop money. In exchange say they go shoot play their picking and they meet them go kill her. Now anyway they take full advantage for our IDP then. This one, he call this picking, say one give him money, they give him money for go rape. This virgin picking for 15 years old. The pikin carry belle, he go take country medicine, they can't give kill that pikin just like that. Young pikin at this age. Even La Republique, their own activists and they don't come out talk say this is not how you treat human beings. Ma play video footages we come out for La Republique. We talk about it, provide details about the case of this baby, of this our sister.
Juste 15 ans, voici qu'elle emprunte le chemin de non-retour à la fleur de l'âge. Lorsqu'elle fait la connaissance d'un haut cadre de l'administration camerounaise il y a quelques mois, Chantal est loin d'imaginer qu'elle finirait dans un cercueil, à peine sortie de la puberté.
Ils ont eu une relation avec un papa de plus de 60 ans. Elle était encore mineure, donc on ne peut pas dire qu'ils avaient vraiment une relation amoureuse. Le monsieur a seulement attiré, oui, il a attiré l'enfant avec de l'argent. De ce qu'elle nous a raconté avant de mourir, le monsieur lui a forcé. Donc il a été violé. Et c'est là où elle est tombée enceinte.
Il n'est pas inutile de rappeler que le code pénal condamne le viol, notamment en son article 296, qui punit d'un emprisonnement de 5 à 10 ans celui qui, à l'aide de violences physiques ou morales, contre...
So, according to La Republique, their law, person where he rape, where he do sex with pikin when he be this young, when a minor, they need to put for prison for minimum of 5 years. I mean minimum. But the chief is work around because now La Republique du Cameroon, they are occultic CPDM member. Chief Ako Takem for Tale for Manu. He don't hold pikin like this one, use bribery for corrupt the pikin, hold am, disvirgin the pikin, give the pikin belle, pikin can't take country medicine, give the pikin. When I hear for the last third statement where the pikin talk about nurse for hospital, he talks to the man be forcing and for forcing way missing up between way he be want am. Even if nothing wey be want am, pikin for this age, no fit give consent. Na the type of La Republic that way they want impose am for we. We vampire them, mbuma them. They even call them mbuma. They swallow people their pikin them. And there is nothing where the pikin fit do now an orphan. If family wey uncle wey dey stay with am for inside Yaoundé, the uncle the fear too. So you want go talk for the one that they go send their Cameroon terrorist army, me they can kill it. This is what our people they face on a day-to-day basis. The good news na say the Ambazonian people them they don't rise up and we don't pick arms them for make sure say we take the primary responsibility for our own country. We don't instruct our forces them for inside Manu. Say once this phone enter for inside day for Talede, me the arrest immediately. Like the order that way done day. So fellow Ambazonians, for inside the Savannah Atlantic state, we don't get very huge action. Still for inside Mamfe, we don't know some action and they call it a big number. Na big number like the one we be done pass, like the public they no see no places 6 of their military personnel then they. I no go give them any information we nobody decide for release them, but they no places 6 of their military men then they since the operation will be take place for inside Mamfe. So because they don't begin relegate about the issue of truth, General Transporter of Sokadef he carry a huge attack against them and he send the message very straightly. We'll get a program where I will come today. I'm supposed to come today for can explain for una and update una about the Canadian stock because a lot of inquiry did come. But unfortunately, if una notice my eye be a little bit watery. Now around 4 o'clock for morning time after I come back from work yesterday, I know we be able to do that presentation. We don't see all the opposition parties them for inside Ambazonia, the Chris Anu and the Sako. Chris Anu don't try for bikini soften it tune. But make una no worry, we get a lot of concern about the previous behavior and for if you arrange deals with Lele Afrique and Okala Bilai for CDC where they bribe Sako. Now people then that way they work with La Republic, then system they don't confess them, they don't take money from them. Forces where they don't work with them, they don't come confess how they don't try to set them up for killing. We know about Chris Anui arrangement, we arrange for me and take the Calabar 43 for inside Nigeria. We know the rule they play for Siseko. We know how we go back for Nigeria and the allegations say we go back now go collect money for Siseko hit and the Naira 10 way they don't kidnap and take up La Republic. We know very well that they work with La Republic. We know for sure. We need the doubt about that. But we for inside the process we will be accommodative. There will be a place. The leadership way they lead Ambazonia, it will accommodate all our citizens them and all various opinions them in a manner where it will preserve the character and conduct of our people and their aspiration for independence. That means say as much as we will gather all man, make it follow we will preserve minority views, we will preserve all kind people then they will give their place them. But the struggle will be led by the leading bloc. And anybody where it will be admitted, it will be admitted by the leading bloc in accordance to measure the way it will safeguard the interests of our country and protect the leading bloc and our initiative for Canada may not be polluted, may not be diluted, may not be derailed, may not be sabotaged by agents of La Republique and agents provocateurs. But we must, as a duty, bring everybody together. At the end of Christiano, they talk say in Canada, the talk say will bring people together. No, that has been the policy of the governing council and our allies that we are working together to pursue this diplomatic effort. So I will take one now for inside the Atlantic state. Maybe we'll see what will happen for inside Baduma, for the Atlantic state, for inside Mamfe, with huge operation will be carried out by General Transporter. Make us share those images. Very huge and very successful.
The 29th of January 2023, General Transporter live. General Transporter live. General Transporter live. General Transporter live. General Transporter. They come soon. The enemy they come soon.
Yes, the Southern Cameroon Defense Force. So Kadef, that's one of.
So now here, now the Southern Cameroon Defense Force that na Sokadef. a general transporter that they carry out a successful RPG attack for around my 19 days for inside Mamfe. He hit the target and armored car. According to information, he assessment as 7 of La République du Cameroon, then 4 for the without independently confirm. Say 4 La République du Cameroon terrorist military then be confirmed dead for this particular attack. And we also know say the rank carry so on and go straight for Douala. Our assumption I said probably one way they don't be fatally killed or they don't surely die as well. And we'll put that number as 7. We take the number where the general gam. So now a wonderful week for Ambazonia. For the past week, from last week it will be up to 28 La République du Cameroon military that are killed, plus this 7 again, so we'll put the number around 35 of La République du military then be killed within a period of less than 1 month. And we will continue for up this game. By this year, they no good only need to recruit new soldiers them again. Just like Russia had they go they take prisoner them, they go start bring prisoner them, they can fight. But Cameroon will lose this war as we don't talk. Make a roll down the video, make it go.
Now transport alive. Yes. Radio the that.
Another angle that. You see the sound. Some people them they not see how the RPG hit the target. So I will try to show now the place we hit the target just to reinforce our confidence and so we could be very proud for this wonderful action where that hit the enemy. Today the enemy is so far, so we need to separate. We need to celebrate. So
the back.
So the second one will come again. They go hit them. At this time, it capture the direct hit.
Transport alive.
So I'll show now that particular place.
No shoot. No shoot.
Confirm. So this is what we want. The Atlantic State is on fire against La République. All the enemy terrorist forces, they are on the back foot. They lost every single day. It not be sustainable. They hide their dead. So I want to take that particular place. You're gonna see the hit how the RPG too, because some people they want to see them. You know, Ambazonia, that's where we need to be proof thing for ourselves. So that particular part, I want to put the picture where I capture them. I zoom in for that picture. Now the picture this for the part where it hit. Just for make a me know say do want to be a foreign picture where I go take and show how it get the direct hit. It hit the motor for the second window. So it be very possible say key even more than the people the way the transporter he estimate them. And the one for one of those armored car. From our pictures we don't see them inside those armored car when they use them to transport their personnel, they carry sometimes over more than a dozen La République terrorists inside one of them. So if there are hits 2 La République du Cameroon armored car, at least that number says that 7 people then 4 for they not just be an accurate estimate from our general, but it be even probably less than what will happen for ground. So make I bring back the video a little bit so that me when I know if I go capture the video for some strange place. I will try to look the place where it hit.
So Kadef, that's one of many. Now transport alive. Yes. Radio the
okay, that. Oh yeah. If you reduce the rewind them a little bit small, when I see the picture, I come on for there. When I see the grass with it for back, just as the motor pass, the camera will go down, and then when I will see how it go hit them for the
alive.
Our picture will find the particular place.
Radio the that.
Okay, when I see this picture, it match that frame where I see for update. So just in a seconds as I go play the video, and I will see how that fire away for the. Now I contact that between the RPG head, the grenade head, and the vehicle. So we're gonna see them. It be very, very fast, but I be able to capture them with this picture So that means the doubting Thomas, the meaning. See, I'll play them again. Unfortunately, I know if you reduce the speed right now because I use my computer. Now that. So fellow Ambazonians, we'll continue the video. We'll see how our general emitted the population because the La République du Cameroon as they come back, they come for that road blocked because of this attack. So our population will be there for more than 1,000. Our general I take the opportunity to address our population and he give them a very critical information. Say within 2 days for inside Mamfe Day, we will expect me all motor then they remove the CEMAC and Cameroon number plate them. If we pass that information them, I'll play the video where he addressed the population. We're gonna see him also.
Yeah. We fall out. They are transport alive.
And some of our brothers and sisters then. So we stand up any man, those one will get away, they stock us, so I give a strictly respect them. Well, the public military come, it was someone they use that for shield. Someone enter inside their convoy, make them say I'm going to sport pack out. Because the days are very bloody. Don't deny Canada negotiation, we don't decide to negotiate onto this road and inside town. We negotiate, but they are very opposed them. We need to fear them. They don't collect today, they go, they come.
So they mention about the Canadian process, Ambazonian Cameroon negotiation process led mediated by the Canadians. It being a message we want to send them for La République du Cameroon. Say me all the mamidem for this soldier them way La République dance send them me they can die for our land. Me they know say they're picking the run die today. Now because of René Sadi, Ferdinand Gongo, where they run decide for begin try for sabotage. Today, despite the fact say after they make that message, the Canadian they come back and talk say them be in contact with Paul Biya. Paul Biya it talk say it they be committed. Paul Biya then engage La République that engage and commit for this negotiation process and a big consequence. It get serious consequence if they renegade with their signature. Following that publication, the way René Sadi it put on for media, social media, and for their media, the American ambassador he hold interview for reaffirm the international support behind the process. Still today, 29, we have yesterday for ground zero because they already have 31st today ready for here. The René Sadi, Atangipo and their coalition of warmongers, then go take newspaper ad for advertise say Cameroon Inoba commit for any negotiation. All that their propaganda it be against the fact. And I will take one episode for today for afternoon. It won't be around 3 o'clock for Ambazonian time. For come with all one of the details concerning the updates will be available for the public. For update to now, away from manipulation and propaganda where they come even for Ambazonia their side. As soon as know people the way they don't pay them like Sako, they don't come out, they talk to me, then kill Ambazonian soldiers, they don't come out with their confusion where they don't bring them for many years. But all those one we shall overcome, we have overcome. So now the message that way, General Transporter, don't send them for La République to Cameroon. Meet them, when they cry die for this, there's 7 terrorists beat them when they don't send them, they can't die for Ambazonia. Meet them, no say now they René Sadi them, they don't be the consequences. Because if things be go smoothly, we'll not be get time for begin the retrospect, for go back, for shidon, for make sure say everybody be in the same page, everybody be committed, say make we go instead for fight for battlefield, make we fight for on negotiation table, when I think we're gentlemen, peace lovers, justice lovers, they're supposed to do them. When are the inevitable encounter where Ambazonia will get them with La République du Cameroon, but they don't decide to continue for waste their life, and we know we'll continue for stop, we'll give them even more and more than be loaded as we go forward. We're gonna listen for them.
Back up here, they still come again, they collect the run. Don't run, they abandon for road. For say, will help on for peace. But one make and say, with me, they go come back again, they can't take on a pass museum. But for the say, I don't look on a small beginning for here. I'll give another permission to open this road, make all on a pass. I beg now for collaboration. Any my way, choose to say, they informal, you do not how, you don't get nothing for this. Yes, we will hold God, they get God. Now the capacity they are equal. The only two is different, but we say the enter is what you want to enter. Yes, but we stand. So thank you now.
They miss them, casualties.
So I see our population very comfortable with our soldiers, even after gun exchange.
And the drivers, concerning the 6:30 lockdown, you see stand by. Any driver will go violate this 6:30 lockdown. Anything, what they will do for you, making no blame. The forces. 6:30 lockdown, and repeat, for this road, no be permitted. Any place where 6:30, you meet up you, park your motor for day. Park your motor, you sleep the next day, you continue your journey. You no go like for say, with the hot tuna, they will push me, for so that you violate the 6:30, we go hot tuna, because now we violate. Like what will happen, just officer for here, after the first attack, we'll get them. Motor they come out, come camp, we break them, they use strong head, they come. Some drivers, some people they have the motor, they collect bullets. We will not be wish. When I say it, what will break you, you will continue for camp, we will consider it to be an enemy. So I want beg now. Make any man stay focused, no respect. We don't have now, now we fight and protect our properties. But if we hurt you, we evaluate the laws they want to put up. We will push you for wall, and we will not like them. So I want beg. Today, the road will be somehow. When I say we don't be necessary to rap today. They will probably be very angry at the moment because they lost souls. So I want beg now. I want beg now. Movement. For 6:30, drivers, passengers, driver for na pressing, na hold, even hold the hand. Say no, can we go? Clear. Make them no risk my life.
So now na freedom fighter than this, now na liberator than this. Then be as to the war it is see, then they with our civilian them be very comfortable with them. Even when they be armed, then carry weapon, even after them just come up for carry a big attack wave, it don't shut down that road. They don't come, they don't inform our public. Say make for 6 o'clock, make no motor no pass for that road. You go day suited right up to the end of February for we for able to be suppressed that 11 February. And there is a consideration for us also for block all border way the enter Ambazonia. That discussion need to go for the war council and need to also go on within our forces them for try to get their feedback and all our operation them get against Cameroon, their day of shame when 11 February and against their so-called colonial election when they plan for Ambazonia. Yes, I see somebody asked about General Mba I for a t-shirt. I will consider for make them for provide them for sale as well for support of our troops and of course. So ladies and gentlemen, this one are the reality on the ground. Ambazonian forces, Ambazonian freedom fighters, liberators working amongst our people, talking with them because these are the people that they represent us. So now here their objective now to protect our people, their property and their freedom. So that freedom fighter really fight for our independence, the right of our indigenous people to self-determination, and that is what we stand for. So we have come to the end of this defense update, and we have more material to give there, but I think I'll just take you to Bui as well, to the great state of Bui, where we had a great rally of our forces. They came together for a meeting to give our people a sneak peek into the day-to-day activities in Ambazonian liberated zone. And I think this is also important for our people to see, so I will take a minute to play this video of our forces in Bui so that you can see how our forces are amongst our people living freely. These are away from Cameroon propaganda. So this is a video I want to share with you guys.
Salama Foma. Salama Foma.
This one is in the great state of Bui. The state of our forces, our troops are in control. They are working freely. This is a reality in Ambazonia. Ambazonia control, Ambazonia free amongst its people, its troops. And we have thousands, we have more troops than we have weapons. So Cameroon cannot win Ambazonia. We have defeated Cameroon rule. Cameroon does not have control of our territory. Over 80% of our territory have been taken Cameroon occupation administrators, and they are under our territory, our control, and under our territory. We are instituting and setting up civilian control under our Adler program, returning back power to the people so that we can we can prepare ourselves for recognition and for the independence. Because when we're independent, we mean we have taken the primary responsibility when it comes to our education, and I do want to announce for our people them. So working with our international partners, the Red Cross, the UN, World Food Program, and many other NGOs who are engaged with us to facilitate alleviation of the crisis of the humanitarian crisis. There will be a new supply and a new medication in a health center in Biame. So in Biame, the International Red Cross will be bringing in medication and a new facilities to help our local population. And we have given approval. We have given our direction, so all the forces should facilitate the movement of those medication in that center. Also in Esu, around Gayama, where our people have suffered a lot, they are also going to bring in some solar panels and open a health center there for our civilian population. We will continue to remain engaged with international people. I also wanted to let the people of Gayama know that there is a project there for rice. It's a project that is being sponsored by the Islamic Bank. We have taken a look about that project, and we have allowed that project to go ahead for our local people. So it's important that all the forces have discussed with our forces in Esu area there, so that they will facilitate this process, which is very good for our community there. Our villages in Gayama were still burned yesterday. It's a very sad situation, but we will address that issue subsequently. There will be a special report on the issue of Esu. I will try to find time probably tomorrow or in the evening to give our people updates. We have had sufficient meeting with our local leaders in that area, and we are going to bring those informations to you. And also be engaged and be ready for the presentation of updates about the Ambazonia Cameroon Canada negotiation process. There have been a lot of disinformation, a lot of distortion, a lot of infighting in La Republic as well, and our public deserve to get an answer. After consultation, I will be doing that presentation today. So stay tuned. This was just a defense update. All money place day, and make sure you support the war effort. You support our liberation of our homeland. And thank you so much for watching. God bless you and stay strong. I want for those talk say today, would I also install, maybe I give this information before we go. Today, would I finally install the transitional authority for Bamenda. So when I go wake up today for inside Bamenda, when I will notice say the civilian authority would install for Bamenda, they don't hoist flag them for announce their presence for all around Tarinkun area. The people that will wake up today with flag way that are hoist them. Now our civilian authority will then be installed for Bamenda. The Ambazonian Transitional Liberation Authority in Bamenda have been installed yesterday. And this is what you expect to see on the streets in Bamenda. So this one action way the Ambazonian Governing Council for Ground Zero, the Landua. So our activists, our community leaders for Ground Zero with them being members of the Ambazonian Governing Council, they then hoist flag across Bamenda today for celebrate the installation of the Ambazonian Transitional Authority. Now a civilian body will be made up of our activists them for ground, it be made up of our leaders them for ground, both traditional leaders, both civil society leaders, with them go come together, they go to run the affairs of Bamenda, they go to take basic decisions about trash, basic decisions about works, about public security, public safety, and they will be doing so with the support of the 6 brigades that we have in Bamenda. The brigades in, I don't need to name them, and they'll have the full support of our military. And in matters that concern civilians, they will directly take decisions, they will directly advise the soldiers on certain decisions, and the soldiers will enforce decisions that have been taken by the Ambazonian Liberation Authority. So today, we celebrate Bamenda because Bamenda have had a civilian control, Ambazonian civilian control. So these are the real legitimate people that are there for the interest of our people to see that they can have dignity. This is a process to to return dignity to our people, that we should govern ourselves. It has been over 64 years since we were governing our country, and we were promised more recognition as an independent country. Yet our counterpart in northern British Cameroon, who have joined Nigeria, are governing themselves. They are in charge of their land. And today in Ambazonia, we have to fight a war of independence, even after independence, so-called independence, was granted, but never effectuated. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and be proud of your soldiers. Be proud of what they are doing on ground zero, and God bless you. See you later today. Ciao.